Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. My name is Taptharoba and I'm a Borana from Arjita clan. I'm 14 years old and I'm a website designer, video editor, and reporter. And this is the Ugly Truth Show. Our topic today is, who was it to blame for the killings of the Borana people? I am appealing to the international bodies for intervention for the killings of the Borana tribal group in Kenya and Ethiopia. Year in, year out, there's some tragedy which has become more or less likely a routine thing that is always happening to the Borana people. A couple of months ago, a Borana girl named Hao was raped by a group of Burji men and nobody intervened for her until the Borana barricaded the roads for their voices to be heard. Is it because she's a Borana? That's why the government did not care about her situation. The Borana elders and the members of the parliament have gone silent because they are scared of being targets and losing their jobs or getting killed. A few months ago, the provincial commissioner in Marsabit told the Borana community to return the guns given to them for protection, making them disarmed. This also happened in Isiolo and Moyale. But the question is, why wasn't the same told to the Burji, Rendile, and Samburu and Turkana? A week ago, more than 11 Borana people were massacred by the Samburu and Turkana and took away their livestock. And yet the members of parliament did not stand and condemn these killings. Is it because they're scared for what may happen to them in reference to the tragic accident that led to the loss of the honorable members of parliament during the Marsabit plane crash? The Kenyan government knows that in Isiolo, Marsabit, and Moyale, there are natural resources that are valuable to the country. It is very sad. The lives do not mean much. The only thing that seems to matter most is getting rid of the Borana people by killing them so they can have access to their lands and their resources. If and when the Kenyan government decides that they want to use up the resources on lands occupied by the Borana people, in that case, they should look into this matter seriously and compensate the Borana people for these resources because the government is going to benefit from these existing resources. If the Oromo claim that they're one with the Borana, where are they now when the Borana mostly need them? But if anything happens to the Oromo, the Borana always stand and support them. It is a shame to see the Oromo buying lands from the Borana and living them without properties. It is sad and shameful to see the Borana community who are in abroad, not proud to identify themselves as part of the Borana community, and claim to be Oromos. Why are they afraid of their true identity and not standing up to support the Boranas back home? I condemn what is happening to my people, the Borana. If you are out there and you're part of the Borana tribal group, let's join hands and let the world know what the atrocities that are happening to the Borana tribal group. The non-profit organizations abroad engage in projects thinking that they're working with the Borana community, but in the actual sense, they're being misled. The Oromo have a flag. The Boranas do not have a flag. They just have Gumigayo, their governing body. Even the Gumigayo and the Abagada is in fear because of the governing body has lost many Abagada to unexplained tragic accidents and constant threats from the Oromos. The Abagadas are pushed to the wall to identify themselves as Oromos and not Boranas. If one side is Kenyan government and the other side is Ethiopian government, the other side is Turkana, Samburu, and Burji, then what is remaining for the Borana people? It feels like the government's aim to sweep the Borana people from the face of the earth. Why? Because of their resources on their land? The majority of them have lost their cows, they have lost family members to bandits and droughts. But anytime anything happens to the Borana, the media does not cover it well enough to get the attention it deserves. It seems like someone is avoiding to tell the truth of the matter, of what is facing the Borana community. The Borana community has asked the government for protection for their families and animals, but the government has turned a deaf ear to the cry and the pleas of the Borana people. If today the Abagada, the leader of the Borana community, cannot stand and speak his mind, then it is a big dilemma in the Borana community. Then, what is next for the Borana tribal group? Does that mean as Borana our hospitality and respect should be taken advantage of? And as Borana we should suffer because of our values? I'm appealing to all the Boranas worldwide and international organizations to speak out and condemn the recent killings of the Borana people in Ethiopia and those that have happened recently in the past. The Borana people are known worldwide as a tribal group with our own ancient calendar, wise and very respectful. For this and many other reasons, we as Borana need to stand tall with pride, protect each other, reserve our history, protect our culture and traditions, and cherish our values for the sake of our families and children and their children to come. We, Borana people, just like any other tribal group, have the right to live, a right to be protected, and a right to be recognized as a tribe, and a right to be treated fairly. We condemn the recent killings of the Borana people in Ethiopia, and both Kenya and Ethiopia governments need to look into this. When prolonged droughts and lack of rainfall hit northeastern areas of Kenya, the Borana people were hit the hardest in the region, but the government did very little, if any, to provide food items for the affected Borana people, let alone help salvage the few frails of cows and camels that were left, or at least provide some kind of compensation for the losses of their animals. We condemn the recent killings of the Borana people in Ethiopia, and it is not only reasonable for both Kenya and Ethiopia governments to look into this matter very seriously and prevent this from happening in the future. And this is the Ugly Truth Show. I'm your host, Taptaroba. I, as a Borana, I condemn the killings that have happened to the Borana people. And I ask you, all the Boranas worldwide, to just stand up for your own people. Even if you're not a Borana, just stand up and help this tribe that are suffering in Kenya and Ethiopia. The Boranas are known worldwide, but the thing is, we all need to stand up and help the Borana people. Just a little can make a difference. And I'm Taptaroba. If you'd like to learn more about the Borana people, visit www.boranavoices.org. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to email us. If you'd like to personally send me a message regarding about the Borana people, you can email me at troba08@gmail.com. That's troba08@gmail.com. And I'm Taptaroba, sitting for Amanyaroba. And this is The Ugly Truth Show. Thank you, and have a nice day.